Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Yeah, man. Back in business, too, man. Whew. Man, how good is God? I mean, really, if you think about it, in spite of all that's going down in your life, first of all, it could be worse. But secondly, sometimes you have to remember, and I've just had to have this conversation with myself this morning. That's how I'm fresh on this one right here. When a challenge faces you, or you're going through a difficult moment, or you didn't hit a bump in the road, in the middle of that, if you can manage to be grateful, it would take you a long way. Gratitude is a powerful resource. If you can be grateful in the middle of it, gratitude is a powerful resource. When it's dim for you and it got a little bumpy on the road and you ran into some obstacles and you done ran up into some detour signs and your journey ain't smooth as it was last week or last year, you got to be grateful for the things that are going right and that have gone right, and for the thing that's wrong right now to get right. Man, can I share that with you? Man, is that a tough one to learn. It is for me. It has been one of my toughest challenges, is to learn how to be grateful, because it's a powerful resource, but how to be grateful in moments of despair when it ain't going right. See, here's a mistake I would make. See, when something go wrong, I want to focus on the wrong so much in an attempt to fix it. But even then, the focus ain't always in to fix it. The focus becomes, man, this is bad. Man, I can't believe this is happening. Why does this keep going down? That doesn't fix anything. You know, milling over it, going over what's wrong, explaining it, sharing it with your friends, you know, making it sound worse than it is, tell the story for pity from other people. All of that right there has nothing to do with the fix. Sometimes you're just mulling over it. You're just making it worse. You're just making it a bigger problem. You're manifesting it into your atmosphere. You're putting it out there in your spirit. Now all of a sudden it consumes your day. Next thing you know, you're having a bad day. If you're having a bad day, it's because you've been having some bad thoughts. So what I've had to learn how to do, and what I'm working on this morning, is I'm working on this situation that done cropped up. I was going kind of smooth here for a minute, and now I done got real bumpy in the road, you know, and all this here. So what I'm thinking about now, though, is even though I've hit a bump in the road, and even though I done ran into a detour, and even though I've hit this lull, I'm going down into a valley, I ain't up on the peak, can I not still be grateful for all the things that God has given me, for all the things he's done for me, for all the things he's brought me through, and realizing that even this that's happening to me again is going to pass too. He gonna get me through that too. Come on, man. God is a good God, man. It's a lot to be grateful for. So while I'm tripping on this bump in the road I done hit, what I got to remember is all the things he's done for me. And like I say, my saying is joy and depression cannot reside in the same place. So instead of being down about this new bump in the road, if I'm constantly filling my mind with the thoughts of how good he's been to me, of what all he's done for me, of all the things he's brought me through, of all the blessings he's presented me with. When I go down that list, I really don't have a lot of time to mull over the situation. Now, do I have to fix this bump in the road? Of course I do. Are there some things I'm going to have to do to straighten it out? Of course it is. But Steve, just go on and get the business of doing it and straighten it out. What you mulling over and worrying about it for? You know, old people, I heard old people say something when I was growing up in the church. They say, if you're going to pray about it, don't worry about it. But if you're going to worry about it, don't pray about it. That's an amazing thing. And prayer just happens to be my weapon of choice. Now, it ain't always been that way. I want you to understand that. My first weapon of choice was, you do it to me, I do it to you. You call me out, I call you out. You say something bad about me, I've tried to find you and say something bad about you. That was my weapon in the past. How did that work out for you, Steve? Not so good. Because you know what? I spent a lot of time fighting back, kicking back, swinging back, when I could have spent all that time climbing. See, all you trying to do at the end of the day, folks, is have a better life than the one you got. All you trying to do is improve your position in life. You know, it's not my business to make sure you don't get where you going. I ain't got no time for that. It's not my job to assure that you ain't as high as me. I ain't got no time for that. Your real mission and purpose is to have the best life that you can have, to ascend to the highest plateau that you can get to make your family as comfortable as you can, to provide as much as you can for your family, but legally. See, those of us that sitting up here trying to come up with sideways, you can ask a couple million men sitting in prison today how they wish they hadn't have done that. And they'll tell you, oh, man, I wish I never had did it. I knew not to go down there. Something told me not to go down there. Man, if I could change things, I would. But they sitting somewhere doing some time that had they made another decision, they wouldn't have to do. Now, that don't make them throw away people. Nah, man. Because everybody make mistakes, and God is in the forgiving business. And some of us have done some things that really broke the law and a whole lot of other things and deserved to do some time, but through the grace of God, we didn't. But now we sit up here and we pass judgment on people who got to do something. Man, I don't care. I don't care what you've done. God can forgive anything. But our position, our motivation in life is to try to have the best life we can have and provide for those around us and make it comfortable. If that's your ambition, you don't have time to worry about or concern yourself with another person. And I wasted time doing that. And that's not the way to get it done. It's simply mind to your business. Taking care of you and getting yourself right and tight is 24/7. So that's a full-time job. So what I had to learn was, and the reason I've chosen prayer as my weapon of choice now, is that now prayer helps me that I don't have to fight back. Now, if I get cornered, I'm going to fight you. I ain't even going to lie to you. And I'm still working on some things that trigger me, and so I'm slowly getting better at that. But I've learned that my weapon of choice is prayer now. So when it happens ugly for me, I pray about it. When it get tight and dismal for me, I pray about it. And the thing about prayer, man, is prayer changes things. Yes, it does now. Read about it and try it. That's the deal, okay? Come on. Prayer is a wonderful weapon.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your undivided attention, please? This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Listen, make no mistake about it. We got a lot to talk about today. We got a vice presidential candidate. We got a ticket. We got to get them over the finish line. The game is over. It's on and cracking now. Get ready for the lies, the deception. Get ready for the diversions. The fact is, we are going to the polls. Ain't that right, Shirley Strawberry?
You are so right, Steve Harvey. We have a winning ticket, something to vote for. Let's go vote.
Ain't that right, Carla Farrell?
You are so correct. Yes, sir. Going to the polls. Let's get it done.
What do you say about that, Junior?
Trump, November 4th, it's over. Just need to let you know.
And last but not least, Nephew Tommy, your thoughts?
To the polls, baby. Everybody to the polls. Whether you early vote or vote on the day of, it's time. Early polls. It's time to vote.
That's right.
Yeah,
November
Barack
4th.
Obama.
What we talking about? It's that time.
Let's go win this thing.
I like what Junior said, though. November 4th. It is what it is. That's what
No, seriously, man.
It is what it is.
Sister, this has to end.
But we
Enough
can
of
win this. We can win this.
We can.
But we are not going to take it for granted.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what I get everybody.
No.
Listen to me.
You got to go do it.
Hillary
Don't put
was
your-
leading in the polls in the last election.
Yep.
But y'all got to watch, man, those electoral college votes and stuff. We've got to win Pennsylvania. We've got to win Michigan. It's going to be a dogfight to win Ohio, except in Cleveland, Toledo, and Columbus. But down south, Hamilton County, Lord.
In Ohio.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, we might, might do all right. So
But
Ohio.
the
go
governor
ahead.
of Ohio, Kasich,
Kasich, the former governor, yeah.
has thrown his sport to Joe Biden.
Yeah, the
That
former
says a
governor.
lot.
He says he's
And-
going to make his case, yeah.
Kasich is a Republican, folks.
Kasich.
Kasich, we don't care her hell. Don't want to make her.
You bought him up.
Yes.
I shouldn't have. Not knowing his name. K-Dog say he ain't
K-Dog
gonna make
from
it.
Ohio, huh?
Well, the
Yeah.
point is, you're so right, Steve. We cannot take it for granted. We cannot take this position for granted. This is an historic moment with Kamala Harris being the first black woman ever to be chosen as a vice presidential running mate. So, I mean, let's celebrate this moment, but we can't just go all out until we actually win, until he is out
But
of the
she's
White House.
actually competent in politics.
Very much so. Very
And
much
so it's not like we're just voting for a person. Because I don't care why you vote. Really, I don't. If you just
At this
We just
point,
need to
whatever.
pick however you need to get down there.
Yes.
We have a winning ticket.
Yes.
We do.
Vote because you want to get out the house. Just get out.
All right. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey is in the building to take your questions, your love questions, right after this.
Love.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, all morning long, we're going to talk about the big news that went down yesterday. Vice President Joe Biden has picked Senator Kamala Harris as his VP running mate. Congratulations. We're ecstatic.
Yes.
We have a winning ticket, Steve. I mean, really. This is great news. We just got to do our part and vote now.
Yeah, it's just one thing to do now. And let's get to the polls. We know who the ticket is. We know what it is, and that's it. I don't care what reason you want to go to the polls. We have to get to the polls, y'all. Vote411.com. I'll be talking about it all morning. Vote411.com. An excellent site to go to get all your voter registration, when you can early vote, how you absentee vote, what district you live in, when you can vote, everything is in there.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
Let's go, darling.
All right. Thank you. You ready? Sounds
Round
like
and
time now for Ask the CLO, as the nephew would say. Ask the CLO Chief Love Officer.
The clo is in
yeah.
the building.
This one's from Cordell in Memphis, Tennessee. He says, I'm a 25-year-old married man, and I'm in big trouble. I got a second job delivering groceries for a popular app. I had a special customer that liked to have sex when I made a delivery. She quit using the grocery app and started texting me her grocery list. When she wanted sex, she ordered Jimmy Dean sausages. I made a lot of extra money. Over the weekend, my wife saw a Bring the Jimmy Dean text pop up and asked about it. My wife got her phone number, and I lied real quick so my wife would not call her. I'm scared she will find out the truth. Should I tell her?
Wow.
What?
Cordell.
Boy.
Cordell, 25.
You never
Hell no.
tell her.
What is you finna tell? What are you telling?
Yeah, I want
You don't tell on yourself.
Thank you.
Listen, all this truth is the best policy. Too late for that. Honesty is the best policy. Yes, but you wasn't honest in the beginning. This ain't the time to start. Now, the best thing you could do is cut it off, stop, end it, change your phone number.
Stop bringing the Jimmy Dean over there.
Yeah, he not gonna stop though. See, he just trying to talk about, should I tell her? Dog, what do you think is gonna happen when you tell your wife that?
She gonna make breakfast in the morning.
Look, young dude. Your best thing is to cut it off and stop.
Yeah,
That's your best move. And go on with your life. Everybody make mistakes. You've made it. Get up. Get it right. If you don't do that, bruh, but do not go in there. This is not gonna go nothing like you think.
Feeling your guts.
Bruh, this ain't gonna go nothing like you think. I don't know what you think. I'm gonna just go in here and tell her folks she find out. No. You do all that after they find out. You don't walk in there with
25. That's why.
Don't do this, son. Son, listen to me. Do not. This is not the way you do it. If she don't bring it up, if your wife don't start the fire in your house, why would you start the fire?
Right.
Wow. Ask for forgiveness, not from her, from God. Don't bring your girl into this. Boy, please don't do this.
This is craziness right here.
Please, Lord Jesus, don't go. Yeah, he walked in there. She was fine. She liked the way he looked, you know.
Yeah. He had a special customer that liked to have sex when he made a delivery.
You know.
Yeah, but that's...
She ain't all that now. And he know it ain't worth his marriage.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
She must be older,
I'm
she
glad
making
that you.
groceries.
I'm glad that you told him though. He's a young guy. He needs to learn now.
And Jimmy Dean is an old ass sausage.
But it's still good though.
That's like asking for some damn Bob Evans. That's just some age limits to some of this stuff. Go ahead, Shirley.
All right, Elaine in Queens, CLO says, I've been engaged 11 years and my fiance is a cheater. I got his phone when he was asleep after he kept getting texts from Red Fox. I figured out it was a lady and she was mad that he was ignoring her. I typed in, I'm with my girl, and she sent me the finger sign emoji and then typed, I thought it was over. I sent her a picture of him lying next to me, and then I blocked her number. I planned to deal with the woman myself, but she knew he was in a relationship. She said she should be held accountable for her actions. Am I wrong for wanting to beat her tail?
No, you could want to, but I don't. All you did was block her number. You ain't said nothing to this dude. Beating her tail, I mean, look.
She's mad at the wrong
This
place.
has been your fiance for 11 years.
That's so crazy.
He has
Who's engaged that long?
no intention of being your husband.
He's already a cheater, she said, Steve.
He got you. He asked you to marry him to shut your mouth. Obviously, it's worked for 11 years. And he off doing what he want to do. And you know it. Now you want to beat her up. You need your butt whipped for being somebody's fiance for 11 years.
For 11 years?
Yeah. I wouldn't go over there because you might run up into something. Surprise.
A mess.
All right, Chloe, here we go. This is from Tanya in Columbia, South Carolina. She says, I'm a 39-year-old single mother, and I have a male best friend that is 35. Over the years, I've helped him deal with his baby mama drama and other issues with women, but now he's ready to settle down. I'm all for it, but he needs to be past the drama with other women because he's trying to settle down with my 21-year-old daughter. They've been dating off and on, and she's falling for him. I can't fight love, but I can fight him. So I want to be sure he doesn't hurt my daughter. My daughter's father was a lot older than me, so I get it. But how can I make sure he's solid? What? Come on, Steve.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean, how you going to make sure he was solid? Did you make sure her daddy was solid? Now, you know a lot about this guy because he's been a friend and he's helped you through a lot of women with baby mama drama, so you have some inside information. Does he seem solid? Been dating your 21-year-old daughter and she done fell for him.
And you said
got a
off
problem
and on
now.
Means something, right?
You have a problem now.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's really crazy. All right, thank you as usual, CLO. We love your advice. Coming up next, the nephew is here to run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hiring can be a challenge, as Codable co-founder Gretchen Hebner discovered. Gretchen needed to hire a game artist for her education tech company. So she went to ZipRecruiter.com, posted her job, and found the right person in less than 2 weeks. How? ZipRecruiter's technology finds people with the right experience and invites them to apply to your job. It's no wonder 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. ZipRecruiter.com/strawberry. That's ZipRecruiter.com/strawberry. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann will be here with today's national news, and we all know what it is. Joe Biden has picked Kamala Harris as his running mate. Yes. Plus, in entertainment news, Cardi B has defended her decision to put Kylie Jenner in her WAP video. And get a load of this. Tyrese is receiving backlash for supporting R. Kelly. What? We'll talk about all of these stories
Tyrese
at the top of
supporting
the
R.
hour.
Kelly?
Yeah, we'll talk
That
about
can't
it.
be true. That cannot be true.
All right, we'll do the story coming up, but right now the nephew is here to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
You want me to, how ignorant you want me to be? I'm just
Ask
saying.
your uncle.
I mean, how stupid you want me to be, dog? You want me to do
I tell you
overboard
what.
or just
No. Just do regular.
just do me. That's all you
Right.
want.
That's plenty.
If I do me,
It's
cool
going
with
to
that.
be sufficient. You ain't got to add nothing to it.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna run it back. Bring my breast back. Bring my breast back.
That's your limit.
He didn't. You're right.
Yeah, 2
Steve.
times. That's it. Let's go.
Hello? I'm trying to reach Oliver. Yeah, this him. Hey, you married, you engaged in Madison, right? Yes, I am. There's a problem with it or something? What's up? No. My name is Ricky, man. Have you heard about her last person that she was engaged to? Well, she kind of spoke briefly about you. Okay, but you know what, man? First of all, let me just say this. Congratulations, okay? Let me be the first to say that. Congratulations for y'all getting engaged, and I hope it worked with y'all. Okay. Okay. Here's why I called. We got a situation at hand that we kind of need to clear up between you and I. So, okay. What is it? Me and you got a little conversation we need to have about property. Well, we talking about property. What property? The property we live in? What are you talking about? This is my property. Okay, no, I'm not talking about your house or nothing like that. Oh, okay. I got some property over there that belong to me, and I'm trying to figure out how we can rectify the problem. Well, I'm quite sure if it's something I can pack up or whatever, you can come get it. I have no problem. What do you have over here in my house that's yours? Okay, the actual breast that she had belonged to me. The breast? Her breast. I bought her some breast implants. Man, I ain't know nothing about no breast implants. Okay, you may not know nothing about it, but the bottom line is I spent $10,000 on some breast implants, and I want my property back. Buddy, man. No, man, you're not getting back. What are you talking about, breast implant? I ain't know nothing about that, man. Hey, man, I understand you're not knowing about it, but I'm calling you like a man explaining it to you, and I'm trying to let you know. You know, I bought her some breast implants. Now, that's my property. Now, just like when it don't work out with an engagement don't work out, you want your ring back. Well, I want my breast back. Oh, no, man. If you had gave her a ring, you can get that back, but it's some man, what do you, I mean, come on, man. You ain't get back. Hey, man, I'm getting them back, or I'm going to be over there every other week being happy with what I done bought. No, that ain't what's going to happen. No, little brother, that ain't going to happen there. I don't know what you're calling for. About $10,000, the breast implants, you ain't getting. You come over here if you want to. When you with somebody, when you lose them, you lose every damn thing you paid for. So if you bought us some, your dumb should have bought the when you got married. You know what I'm saying? You should have waited, then bought the damn. So them mine. I'm going to be over here. That's what I'm going to do with your breast implants. So your money was well spent. You ain't getting back. Move on in your life. Hey, man, listen, you don't tell me when I'm supposed to buy something. I buy something when I feel like it. But the bottom line is them breasts belong to me. Nah, no, we're going to work. No. Somebody going to pay me $10,000 one way or the other. Oh, no, you ain't getting nothing back here, man. You got to move on with your life, man. When y'all broke up, y'all wasn't together no more. The left with her. She walked away with him, man. That's it. That's over. I'm sorry. Hey, let me say something to you, man. I'm coming over there and have a conversation with Madison about this, because that's who evidently I need to talk to. No, you're not talking to nobody over here. You're talking to me like you say, man to man. I'm letting you know, man, you're lost. You're lost, man. You don't get nothing. How you even get my number? Let me get your number so I can call you back when she on her way home. My number on the breast. Your number on the breast, $10,000. That's your number. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to check it. I'm going to check it. I'm going to look at it every day, because you ain't getting nothing back, brother. Them mine. You lost, man. It's over. Let me ask you this, man. Have you even bought the ring from Madison yet? Yeah, I bought the ring. That's what you do when you get engaged. I paid. The ring is bought, brother. Why you worried about my ring? How much the ring cost? About $8,000-$9,000. That's a nice ring. See that? The breast costs more than the damn ring. You're a cheap little man. Man, you, man. I mean, I done bought the ring. You talking about, look, dude, she gone. Them breasts ain't yours no more, man. You don't get back here. If it was a ring, a pair of shoes or something, I'd give you that back. So what now? What now? Hey, man, all I'm going to say is this here. I'm going to come over there and have a conversation with Madison about my breast, because the breast belongs to me. You're not coming over here and getting nothing. She ain't even here, but you can bring your over here. You come over here with your chest pushed out, I'm going to push it back in for your brother. Them gone. I got 2 breasts over there. Each of them is $5,000, and I want both of them. Man, look, you ain't getting man, who the is you? You call every ex-girlfriend you break up with wanting back? I call the ones that I done bought breasts for. Thank you. That's a good damn wedding gift, I guess. Hey, don't. Let me tell you something. Don't you touch my damn breast. You hear me? Man, look here, man. I don't know who the hell, man. How you even get on my line, man? Who is this? I'm the person that owned the breast. Do you know who this is? Man, you don't own nothing over here, man. You done took a loss on there, brother. You done took a straight loss on there, man. You got me up, partner. Who the is this, man? You lost your mind calling my phone. I'm finna tell you right now who this is, partner. Yeah, well, who is this? This is Nephew Tommy, Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girl Madison got me to prank phone call you. Oh, man, you ain't. That's cold. Boy, you cold, man. Hey, somebody, but tell me this. They real, are they? How the hell I know? Oliver, you're supposed to know what you marry. I don't know if they. Why you asking me if they real? I don't know. I'm still, but you talking about you bought some. Man, you still got me messed up. Real off fake, you sound like you happy. Well, y'all cold, man. Y'all need to stop that, man. But I listen to you and laugh people. You gotta laugh my off. I never thought I'd get got. Hey, Oliver, what's the baddest radio show, man? Steve Harvey Morning Show. That's the truth. You got me good, man. You got me good, man.
So ain't nobody ever took a breast that you was connected to. Ain't nobody ever done it.
Are you insane?
Nope.
Okay, all right, whatever.
Nope. Sorry about that. When you suppress it and it's this ignorant, it's actually perfect.
You're stupid, Steve.
This is actually when you're dumber than you even believe yourself.
Ooh, it's levels to it. Level up,
yeah.
level up.
He has mastered
dumb and
it.
dumber. That what you said?
No, dumb and dumbest. Yep, and congratulations, Tommy, because you are.
Why are you so against me?
I'm not against you at all. Actually, I'm for you.
But you against my success.
Uncle
Oh,
we got
please.
to go.
Yeah, it bothers me.
Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and
Yes,
national
everything
news.
I want to be.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, in today's entertainment news, Cardi B is defending her decision to use Kylie Jenner in her and Megan Thee Stallion's WAP video. As we told you, not everyone was happy to see Kylie in the video. Cardi posted, "Why did I put Kylie in my video? She treated my daughter Culture so lovely at Stormi's birthday party," Cardi said. In addition, Travis and her husband Offset are close friends, and Kris Jenner has been giving me advice on certain things I ask for. In other WAP news, so there you have it. That's why Cardi B, and she doesn't have to explain to anyone.
I mean, who has a problem with her being in the video?
Somebody who wouldn't.
A lot of people on social
About
media.
what? I mean, what? Why is it a problem?
Because she's white, and
She white.
Yeah, I think it has to do with her race. It's
Oh,
making it a race issue.
okay. So we the only ones with WAP.
Steve, I was drinking some water right then. I almost spit it
I'm just asking what.
all over Zoom.
It's her video. She can do what she want to do.
Yeah, she
Man, I don't even
whining.
understand why we have a problem. What does race got to do with this?
I know.
Man, it's a
Everything is
damn
an issue.
music video. You know how many white kids is gonna buy this? Black kids gonna buy this? Man, they ain't got nothing. Them people on social media, they be going after you.
What did 50 Cent say is the sexiest video ever?
Ever made.
And I'm with 50 on this, though. I'm with him.
We have some other WAP news for you. Someone decided to Photoshop Viola Davis's face over Kylie's body. Viola, who shared it on her IG, loved it, and Cardi did too. So there
Come
you
on,
go.
Viola.
There you go.
Viola said, I ain't playing with y'all. Put me in it.
Yeah.
Nah.
Ben had WAP.
All right, so let's now get to this Tyrese story. Tyrese is in hot water for coming to the defense of R. Kelly. Now, in case you missed this, Tyrese was a guest on Fat Joe's
who?
podcast.
He come. Whoa, back up. He coming in defense of who?
R. Kelly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go
So in
ahead.
case you missed it, Tyrese was a guest on Fat Joe's podcast when he gave R. Kelly props for staying relevant, for reinventing himself through the years. Okay. So when Fat Joe questioned Tyrese whether it was cool to bring up the good points as he awaits trial on multiple sex charges, Tyrese mentioned that there were several people in the industry who were involved in things they didn't want made public. He says, if I were to find out what everybody is into, we probably wouldn't be a fan of anybody. When you have drug problems, you're an alcoholic, or you got vices that may be inappropriate, or whatever the case may be. That's when Tyrese received a lot of backlash. One person tweeted, rape is not a vice.
Hello.
Right.
Pedophilia.
I was about to say that.
Yeah,
Yes.
pedophilia is not a vice.
Right.
And then another person tweeted, say that when he snatches up your daughter. Wow. You know social media goes hard. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
People were very-
I know
they didn't
Tyrese
appreciate that.
really, really well.
Yeah, Will.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he meant it, but it just came out bad for him. There's nothing to defend. Look, man, when we're talking about kids, all bets is off.
Underage women, sexual
And women,
assault,
yeah.
rape.
Dog,
You can't
Abuse.
excuse
doing anything
abuse.
and you violate women,
Yes.
it's off. All bets is off, partner. We got nothing for you.
That's right, Steve.
Nobody coming
Right.
to your aid, man. These damn women and these kids.
Yeah.
Young
It's
girls.
horrible what
Yes.
he did. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. We're going to move on here, Steve. Time to get caught up on our headlines.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, everybody, and good morning. This is Ann Tripp. Well, yeah, the cat's out of the bed. Everybody knows now the Democratic Party's presumptive presidential nominee has selected California Senator Kamala Harris to be his running mate, describing her on Twitter as, quote, a fearless fighter for the little guy and one of the country's finest public servants. Harris will be the first woman of color to be nominated, by the way, by a major party for vice president. There was Geraldine Ferraro and there was Sarah Palin. Harris was elected to the U.S. Senate, by the way, in 2016 after serving as San Francisco's district attorney and also California's attorney general. She made a try for this year's Democratic presidential election, you may remember, but after her poll numbers started tanking, she left the race in December. Biden and Harris are to make their first campaign appearance together later today in Delaware, which is Biden's home home state, and they're going to hold a virtual fundraiser tonight. By the way, President Trump apparently donated $6,000 to Kamala Harris's campaigns in 2011 and 2013, and his daughter Ivanka donated $2,000 to her California election effort. So the Trumps liked her. Russia's claiming that it's developed and approved the world's first coronavirus vaccine. However, word of it has met with international skepticism, some scorn also. Russian President Vladimir Putin says the vaccine's been tested on a few dozen people and that even his daughter has been given it. However, vaccine expert Dr. Paul Offit says it all seems pretty irresponsible to him.
The notion that they would actually roll this vaccine out into the arms of the Russian public without doing adequate safety and efficacy testing, I think is shameful.
By the way, it's called Sputnik. That's named after the first artificial satellite that the Soviet Union launched over 60 years ago. Seattle's police chief is resigning. Carmen Best leaving in the wake of that city's decision to cut the number of cops in Seattle by about 100 through layoffs and attrition. She says she wouldn't do it, so she's just going to leave. Seattle has been the site of huge Black Lives Matter demonstrations against racism and police brutality. President Trump's lawyers, meanwhile, making another attempt or a pitch to block the court-ordered release of his tax records as part of a criminal probe by Manhattan, New York's District Attorney Cyrus Vance. Trump's attorneys filed federal court papers yesterday accusing DA Cyrus Vance of retaliation, claiming that he only subpoenaed Trump's accountant after the Trump Organization successfully questioned an earlier request that he made, and they say he's just being petty. Finally, today is International Elephant Day. They need a lot of help, elephants. I mean, how would you like to be killed just for your teeth? Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, we all know the news. Yesterday, Joe Biden made it official. California Senator Kamala Harris will be his running mate. Applause right here. Insert applause. Yay, 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 yay.
That shocked me right there. That shocked me.
Really? What?
She was number one on his list.
Yeah,
she was number one on his list. Yeah.
Yeah.
This marks
Why
the
did it
first
shock
time.
you, Tommy?
It's just still a shock. I just did not believe that a black woman would be.
Oh,
you're shocked about that.
Yeah.
That's the part that shocked me. Like, it's a sister that's going in, and I'm like, wow.
It's about time, though. It's way overdue. Okay. Well, this marks
I believe it can happen because I was completely stunned at the nomination of Barack Obama.
Yes,
because in my
absolutely.
lifetime, I didn't foresee that happening. And then it happened. So this is another very, very real possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. I'm like, yeah.
And you're right.
But it's
it
so
marks the
soon, though, Steve. It's like it's right behind that. You know, you're like, can this happen that quickly?
You mean back to back, meaning Kamala and President Obama? Is that what you mean?
Can that happen that close?
You don't think we had
climate.
enough with Donald Trump in between?
We're exhausted. We're exhausted.
I think we've had plenty. I'm just saying.
I think he's put enough space in here.
Yeah, we're in the climate where, I think you said it best earlier, Steve, where you said people are at home during this COVID so they can see the racism that's going on in this country, and this is just a good thing. This is just a really good thing. We just have to continue it, do our part, get out and vote. That's anyway, this marks the first time a black woman is part of the presidential ticket for a major party. Her resume includes a stint as Attorney General of California, 4 years as a U.S. Senator. In an email to supporters on Tuesday, Biden said, "I need someone working alongside me who is smart, tough, and ready to lead. Kamala is that person." Kamala Harris said on Twitter that Biden can unify the American people because he spent his life fighting for us. She said Biden would build a country that lives up to our ideals. Biden and Harris are set to appear together for the first time as running mates today in Wilmington, Delaware. That's Biden's home state. Yeah, hometown. Yeah. All right. Way to kick it off, Biden. And they actually start the Democratic convention next week.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it going to be viral?
Yeah.
Virtual and all
virtual,
that?
you mean? Yeah.
Virtual.
I don't know, viral version. It's going to be on the internet. I got to get ready because my sister going to call me, Mona. And she going to have all types of stuff.
Questions.
Yeah. All right, well, coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we'll have some more political news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There are 83 days left until the November 3rd election day. Let's get busy.
Yeah.
83 days, his ass will be gone.
If we vote.
That's what we want to believe in anyway.
It's not just going to magically happen. We have to do our part. And yesterday, history was made when Joe Biden picked Kamala Harris as his running mate, making her the very first black woman to be nominated to a national office by a major political party, and that would be the Democratic Party. Former President Obama posted yesterday, "It is a good day for our country, and now let's get out and win this thing."
Come on.
Yeah.
Today
Love
was
it.
a good day.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
it's
out
a
and
great
win
day
this
today.
thing. You can hear. Say it like he would say it, Junior.
Today's a good day for our country, and let's go out and win this thing.
That's it. Man, I'm just so excited. Just as a black woman,
Yeah,
Shirley.
as a black woman. Yes,
I am
you have
just,
to be.
You're talking about just black girl magic, just proud, brown-skinned girl, just for women, black women. Because we do so much for the Democratic Party.
Yes, we do.
Black women. So,
yes, we do.
man.
And oftentimes we're overlooked. We're taken for granted. Our votes are. They just need us for our votes. They don't fulfill the promises that they made during the campaign. And, now we have a great representative.
Can I say something? Can I jump in?
Go ahead.
I can't do it because my wife, she did this all last night. There is a AKA
movement, baby.
In the movement.
Pink and green.
Pink and green, baby.
Pink
the White
and
House is going to be
Miss
pink
Kamala
and
Harris
green.
is a member of Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and she doing the
Howard
doggone
University
thing.
graduate.
Man,
From Howard
Jackie
University
is like,
to
hey,
the White
E
House.
to the we.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
E to the we, baby.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, really great. Really, really great. Yeah. We just got to vote, Steve. We just got to vote.
Period.
Well, we got to get there now. There's no reason we ain't supposed to be there.
Vote 411.com. 411 is the national symbol for information. So when you dial 411, you're looking for information. So guess what the website is? Vote411.com. It is extensive. It tells you everything you need to know. When you can register, how you can register, the last day you can register, the first day you can early vote, the last day you can early vote, how you can absentee vote. Everything about voting pertains to your district, neighborhood, where you stay. Everything.
And Steve, I think, I'm sure everyone agrees with this, we need to early vote. We need to really push early voting, not waiting until the last minute.
I'm not.
Not this time.
Listen, y'all, because the plan is, and a part of voter suppression is to get you discouraged about the voting process.
Always.
And what they did in the primaries, they closed 16 polling locations and condensed it into one, sometimes more than that. So you had the super long lines. And in the primaries, that discouraged people. I ain't going back down there next time. No, we're going back down there next time. Yeah. I want to have a campaign in place where they go into these districts where they condense the voting polls down. I want to talk to my other brothers on the radio, Ricky Smiley, D.L. Hughley. I want to start a movement where we get fold-away chairs, we get water for people who can't stand, and take them to these polling places and have them sitting there where people can get down there and sit and vote.
Yeah.
Umbrellas, for the elderly, for women.
Yeah.
We are going to make an effort to get people out and stay at these polls and vote, because we're not going to let them suppress this vote.
Right.
No, this is the election of our lifetime. This is really.
Absolutely.
We have a winning ticket, so.
This election is as important as Barack Obama.
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Facts.
More.
Facts. Absolutely. Yes, sir.
All right. 83 days until Election Day. Coming up next, the nephew with...
Your ass got to go.
Coming up next, the nephew in the building with the prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, I'd rather be in prison than live with her.
No.
Wow.
No, hold up, homie. Hold up,
You
homie.
tripping.
Let me
Wait till
just
you
say
hear the
this.
letter.
I've been in some bad stuff. I can't go to prison.
I'm gonna let you have
I'd
prison.
rather be in prison than live with her.
Nope.
And he
been with her too long.
Wait till you hear the letter.
I moved back with anybody I done had before I came my ass to prison. We'll just be sitting up in there mad. I hate you. I know you do.
We'll see.
Pass the
Wait till you hear
peas.
letter. Yeah. Before we get to it, the nephew is here with the prank phone call for today. What you got, Neff?
Let me have it, Shirley. This right here, Shirley, is Kay Miller. Kay Miller. You know, I do greatness so many times.
Yeah.
But right here, this is just, I'm just so excited. I'm just excited to be me. To be
Kay
me.
Miller. Got it.
He's sick of you.
Ready for it.
Why is he against my pranks?
Hey, dog, I can't wait to hear the prank.
Okay, well, here it is.
Miller.
But I don't like your intensity. I don't like. Go ahead, play it.
Very
Kay.
low intensity. I don't like your repetitiveness, but we both got to deal with it.
We deal with something.
Kay Miller. Got it.
Play it, Cat. Let's go.
You get your butt over there and sit down. When I get through talking to him, then I'm going to deal with you. Sit your butt down, Patrice. Right now. Hello.
Hello?
Who is this?
Who is this?
I'm looking for Kay Miller. Who is Kay Miller?
This Kay Miller?
Let me tell you something, man. This Perkins. I already know I've been finding out from people that you've been coming by my house when I'm gone. And you've been over here with my wife, Patrice. So let's get it all out here in the open. I'm looking for you. You hear me?
Hey, man, I don't even know who you are, man.
Sit your butt down, Patrice. Sit it down. Kay Miller, when I find out where you at, when I get my hands on your ass, it's going to be over with.
So hold up now. I am Kay Miller, but you ain't going to do to me.
Oh, you can kill her.
It seems like somebody, you know, is your girl and you know, you can't handle it. You know, I don't appreciate no lightweight cupcake calling me, accusing me of doing something I ain't done yet, but I will do it.
No, look, don't start this here today, dog. I ain't got enough in me right now to hold this pressure. Now, I'm looking for your ass, and when I find you, dog, this ain't going to be good between me and you.
Now, you don't got enough because you ain't your girl right. That's why you calling me, accusing me of your. But, you know, I might as well go over there and because it sounds like you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing.
Hey, dog, don't sit here and say nothing stupid to me like this here, dog. Matter of fact, we can just meet right now and get all this over. Sit your butt down, Patrice. Don't move till I'm through with it. Now, Mr. Kay Miller, let me tell you something, man. Why don't we just meet up and get this over with?
So we can do that. We can go ahead and meet up. And when you meet with me, make sure you put your lip down and work your jelly because I got something for you.
Make sure I do what?
Put your lip down and work your jelly because I got something for you.
You ain't going to talk to me crazy, dog.
Hey, man, look here. You know, you don't know who the you dealing with. Now, this is Kay Miller, and you got the right phone number. But look here, you can't call my number asking any kind of way. Now, I don't know who the you are, but you don't need to be with me.
All I'm telling you is I'm looking for you. And they already gave me the description. You 6'2", you drive a black Chrysler, and I already know when I see you, it ain't going to be good between me and you, man.
I don't drive no Chrysler.
You don't drive no Chrysler 300?
Hell no. I don't drive no Chrysler.
Okay, what you drive?
I'm no business. I'm going to kick your
You don't drive no Chrysler Black 300?
No. My brother drives a Chrysler.
Where your brother at right now? That's what I need to know.
Don't worry about what my brother is. Where are you right now?
Oh,
That's what I need to know. Where are you right now? You calling my house? I'm just trying to mess with my brother and my brother finna get married. You calling him, accusing him of some I know ain't been doing nothing.
So your brother finna get married, but he's still going over to my house messing with my... Sit your down, Patrice.
Because you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. If he is laying the pipe, he laying it right, and your woman's getting a delight.
Look, I ain't got time for your little nursery rhymes now. Look, ain't you Kay Miller?
Yeah, I'm Kay Miller, but my brother's Miller.
Your brother named Miller.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Miller.
Both of y'all is K Millers?
Yeah.
Okay, but your brother is the one that drives the black 300 Chrysler?
All right.
I'ma whoop his ass as soon as I see him. What do
You ain't gonna do a thing to my brother, because like I told you earlier, you're a lightweight cupcake and if my brother is he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, because you ain't obviously laying the pipe right, and I don't appreciate you calling my house, threatening me, and then trying to threaten my daughter.
I'ma whoop you and your brother if I got to. It don't even make no difference to me. It don't make no difference to me how I go down. Whether I run into Miller, damn it, Carla Miller. It don't make me no difference. I'm whooping a Miller's sooner or later.
You ain't doing a thing. I want you to come by this right now. You hiding behind the phone because you weak. You're weak, pocket, low down, sorry. Come on over this right now, and me and my brother gonna whoop your lightweight cupcake.
We'll meet you on the corner of Frankfurt and Cali right now at the service station.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. I got something for you.
I'm through hearing all this you talking about. All I want to know is how long it's going to take for you to get to the service station. That's all I want to know from you.
What?
All I want to know is how long it's going to take for you to get to the service station on Frankfurt and Cali. How long is it?
Call right now.
Well, come on then. I'm on my way to.
I'm ready for you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to whoop your and then when I find out who your brother.
I got something for your. Come on, bring it on.
Okay, cool. Let me tell you one more thing before you.
You gotta tell me that you ain't already told me.
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked.
Man, you gonna get your. I just told me doing some like this here. Something to do with going through a divorce around here. My blood pressure up. That's gonna put me some cholesterol medication. I ain't feeling good. I'm trying to defend my brother on the phone, and you crank calling him at this time of day. What kind of is this? And you're lucky he didn't answer the phone.
Who?
You know, senior.
Oh, that's your daddy?
Yeah.
Oh, he came Miller too.
Yeah, he came over too. He would have got your, you know. You would have needed bulletproof vest coming down that.
K Miller, look. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, Tom, let me tell you something. All them K Millers is a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as you call him, he
much.
got started, dog.
He is not having it, dog.
Lightweight cupcake.
I love the cupcake.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Big ups to K Miller right there. I think that
Yeah.
was Dallas, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's Dallas, Texas. Big ups to K Miller, man.
How you keep your voice that level like that?
Hollering at the wrong K Miller.
The main thing is to
You got
stay
a
on
black
course.
Chrysler 300. Now I ain't got no black Chrysler 300. Oh, you ain't.
That's my brother, Kevin Miller.
Oh, you ain't. Oh.
That's my brother. He live here.
I'm gonna whip his ass too.
That was funny.
You ain't finna do nothing to my brother, man. My brother
Miller
finna
was
got
not
mad.
scared.
There you have
Quit
it.
all that hollering.
Yeah. I know, that was hurting my throat.
Yeah.
All right, nephew, thank you. Up next, today's Strawberry Letter subject, I'd rather be in prison than live with her. I'd rather be in prison than live with her. That's the
You'd have
subject.
lost your mind.
Hey, dog, let me tell you something. He in some real mess. If he
You ain't been dying there.
Wait till you hear this letter. All right, we'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
All right, guys, you guys didn't like this title, but here it is. The subject, I'd rather be in prison than live with her. Dear Steve and Shirley, I was released from state prison a few months ago. While in prison for 23 months, I thought my girlfriend had my back and we'd get married when I came home. Boy, was I wrong. And I came home to a situation that was worse than prison. I was released to my own home with my girlfriend, who has been staying in my home while I was in prison. It was supposed to be a joyous homecoming, but instead, I walked into hell. My girlfriend has turned into a conniving, cheating, and very immature person. I don't know what happened while I was away, but I thank God I got to see who she really is before I married her. I found out that she's been cheating on me, and the guy was all up in my house all of the time. She also hasn't been doing the upkeep on my house, and it's filthy. Along with real-life obstacles I'll face as a convicted felon, she has run up my credit cards, mismanaged a lot of my money, and destroyed my credit. I've told her it's over and asked her to move out several times, but she said it's her house too, and she's not going anywhere. I can't raise my voice at her or touch a hair on her head because I live in constant fear that she may use the criminal justice system as a weapon against me. It's back to jail I go if I have any police contact. Other guys call her and she'll go in another room and talk to them, and I can't say a word to her about it. I am living in sheer hell. I thought about calling my parole officer to explain what's going on, but I don't want to get anyone involved in my business like that. I do not need relationship advice. I need advice on how to get away from her so I can have peace and get situated back into my community. How can I handle this? Yeah. Wow. Well, you know, we give relationship advice here. That is what we do, but we'll see what we can do to help you, sir, because we don't want you to go back to prison. That's definitely what we don't want. And first of all, let me say this. I need you to be as nice to her as you possibly can while she's in your home and until the day she leaves, okay?
Well, you can't be no nice, of course.
Yeah. Keep it up. Keep it up. This will, I'm sure, have to involve some very skilled acting on your part. You're doing a great job so far. Just keep it up. But like you say, you can't give her any reason at all to suspect you're up to anything. You don't want her calling the police. You don't want to go back to prison. So I'll just say start building a support system. You know, you're out now. Start, you know, dealing with people that you know have your back, like family members, people that you can trust, friends, like I say, who have your back, maybe a pastor, maybe someone who has knowledge of the law, real estate. All of that. You need to find out your rights as a homeowner. You have, you know, you got to be smart in this. You got to be strategic. Again, you don't want her finding out anything. This woman sounds like the devil himself sent her to your house. So you definitely need to have God on your side. That's why I mentioned a pastor if you're going to, you know, get her out of your house. I'm saying all of this. I don't even know why you went in prison and spent 2 years, almost 2 years to begin with. But the tone of your letter sounds like it comes from a decent man. I'm going to say you're a decent man. You know, anytime you say you'd rather be in prison than in the comfort of your own home, I just think it's a major problem. And having this woman who has taken over your home and basically your life is beyond unsettling, and she needs to go. So I just say, please get a plan together to get her out now. Write it down. But, you know, never let her know what you're doing because you don't want to upset her or alert her or anything like that. But you can get her out of your house. It's just going to take a plan. Steve?
Yeah, bro, I don't know what to say to you in this letter, honestly, man, except I feel for you. I really, really do, man. You did your time for whatever the mistake was you made. Thought your girl had your back. Y'all was going to get married. Boy, were you wrong when you came to a situation worse than prison. Now, let me say this. You're saying that you're glad you find out that she's been staying in your home while you was in prison and it was supposed to be a joyous homecoming, but you walked into hell. She's turned into a conniving, cheating, and very immature person. I don't know what happened while I was away, But here's the deal. I thank God I got to see who she really is before I married her. Bingo. That's the good thing. Somebody sent me a text one time, and I'll try to see if I can find it while I'm talking to you. But sometimes, and I've often said this to women, the blessing is in the breakup. Yeah. And you've got to realize what that is when you get it. I think you had a blessing. And so I'm trying to find this thing that someone sent me about this situation you're in. First of all, young brother, here's what it is. It says, don't worry about the people God removed from your life. He heard conversations you didn't, saw things you couldn't, and made moves you wouldn't. Now, brother, you seem like a good man. I'm going to assume that this crime you went to jail for was federal prison, and you did some federal time, and you probably did some type of white-collar crime. I don't really know what it is. I know it's a nonviolent offense. Let's just say that. You did 23 months, you got out.
All right, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Subject for today, I'd rather be in prison than live with her. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, I'd rather be in prison than live with her.
Well, brother, I know what you're saying, but we can't go back to prison. I don't think you're trying to do that. So we're faced with this situation. This woman has turned out to be a cheater. Here's the upside. You found out just in time. You didn't marry her. All you got to do now is get her out your house. Now, there are ways to file for this, I'm sure. Now, you being a convicted felon is going to create a couple of problems. Because once you go down there and you include the court system to get her put out the house, all she got to do is spin and lie on you. And she may do the dirty on you just so she can go back to business as usual. So you have to be extremely careful and cunning here. You had a house that you still managed to keep. She's ran up all your credit. She's ruined your money. And she's been in your house. Well, at least you had a house. So we got to get smart here, man. You got to go over a couple of friends' house. You got to get some measures taken legally that can help you out. In the meantime, spend as less time at home as you can until you find a way to work through this legally. But then you're going to have to spend time away from the house, because if you stay there, she can get you jammed up. All she got to do is call 911 one time. They come to your house, bro, and you backed up. Now, I know you say you'd rather go to prison and live with her, but you really don't mean that, because nothing happens when you locked up. Nothing. So get with a friend. Get with some smart friends, because you got some smart friends. Get yourself some knowledge about what you can do. Move out of there and start the process then. And don't go nowhere near her. Put a restraining order on yourself before she asks for one. See, if you don't go over there by her, dog, she can't put a restraining order on you. That's the worst thing can happen to a convicted felon. You start getting some of those insinuated charges. And when you're on probation, man, you can't do nothing. You can't have police contact. You already know that. They can sit you down for violation of parole, and you could be in there for up to a year before they even bring you in front of a judge. You know how this system works, man. So I feel badly for you, brother, but Shirley did the right thing and told you the right thing. I think you should separate yourself from the situation, because it sounds like you're going to get in deep. And it ain't going to do nothing but lead you down a dark road, man. And don't put yourself out there. Don't throw your freedom away, brother. Right. She is not worth it. The cheating, immature, stealing, low-down person, disrespectful. No, non-committal. No, it ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it.
And don't let her know anything you're doing, please. Oof. Well, you know, that is terrible.
That's horrible.
Like a really bad
And document everything you do.
True.
Yeah,
that's
right. Everything.
That's right.
Everything.
Whose house you staying over? Where was you at? Pictures.
Yeah.
Time checks.
Who paying for the house? Who's paying for that house?
It's his house.
It's his house.
Yeah.
Stop paying for it. Let it go in
But
foreclosure.
she said it was her house. She said it was her house.
Yeah,
I wonder
she
if her
won't
name's
leave.
on it. Yeah.
But if the bank kick everybody out.
Yeah, he's
Ooh,
got to
that's-
get with
that's-
some
that's
people.
so
sad,
do.
Steve.
Court
That's
system.
sunset.
Yeah, that's one way to do it because he sounds like a really nice guy, man. He really
Yeah, that's an
sounds
ugly
like a decent
situation
person. He
for this
does.
guy to be in, man, because this woman could hurt him. And so
Yeah,
he has
that's
to be
so true,
careful
Steve.
because he's on probation.
Yeah.
He
I
walking
like-
on eggshells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you said don't stay there.
No, he
You
should.
know, he's
No,
got
man.
family, he's got friends, you know.
Yes, right.
Yeah, get
I have a-
out
I
from
have a
around
suggestion.
her. Yeah, Junior, what you got?
I just have a suggestion. I mean, you know, that's one way.
Go ahead.
Foreclosure could be one way, but I have a lot of experience with parole officers and all that type of stuff. You know, a lot of family members that's been through that. But one thing we could do is people that he met while he was in there, if he know they out, we could use this to our advantage. We could scare her out the house.
This ain't gonna be good, Junior.
I'm just saying we could scare her out the
Junior,
house.
don't you think we thought of that?
I'm just saying.
You don't think they're gonna be able to tie them inmates
Right.
also?
Just,
Right.
he
We're
wasn't
trying
there.
to keep him out
He
of
don't-
prison, Junior.
He don't need to be
No,
at
Junior.
the house.
No, Junior. Steve had the
Junior.
logical answer.
No,
We
we
can't.
cannot do
Just
that.
ask.
We can't do that, Junior. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Just ask.
I know you want to.
He's got to
I would.
kind of go by the book on this one.
'Cause that's his
because
house.
Any false move, he could go back in, and that's what we're trying to avoid.
But he
here.
could tell his parole officer what's going on because he got to update him about your status. You know.
I like the fact that he said, I don't need relationship advice, too, because he knows that's over.
No, this over with.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
Yeah,
That's
it really is. It really, really is.
She's taking advantage of him.
Yeah,
and
of the
she's going to
situation.
take advantage of the judicial system. And he's smart enough to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say how long he's on parole either, you know? This could be going on for quite a while, but yeah, he's got to get rid of her, get her out of his house and out of his life.
Man,
Ooh.
I don't rather be in prison. No, I sleep in the car before I go to jail.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
That ain't no damn option. You can't even go to the store.
Yeah.
Man, I'm
Nothing.
gonna swing around here to Chick-fil-A. They don't have that in prison.
Right.
Okay.
All right, guys. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. And please check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, you know what time it is. It's time for Junior Sports Talk. We got
Lord.
sports, Junior, now.
What?
We'll talk about it right after this. Yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go. Junior is here with what? Sports Talk. Yeah.
Oh, we got it today. Listen, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., the fight has been pushed back to November 28th. Was September 12th. They're going to move it back to November 28th. Now, we never did get this understood, Uncle. We got who we going to pick for this fight. You know who you want in this one?
Yeah, they had to move it back because somebody didn't look in shape.
And who? It wasn't Mike Tyson.
Because he been with sharks and stuff.
Yeah.
And we love Roy Jones Jr. too.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
love
he's been
Roy.
on the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, Roy don't understand though. Tyson training too. Now you gonna give him more time? You gonna give him some more time?
Y'all must have forgot.
Yeah,
November
but-
28th, huh?
And then
That's a good time because it's
That's my
around the
husband's
holidays.
birthday. That's
Oh,
my
is
husband's
it?
birthday. Mhm.
Yeah.
How old is Roy? Anybody know?
He's
51?
54. Oh, it's no.
Oh.
51.
Oh, he the
He's-
same age as Mike.
Yeah, Mike 54.
Oh, Mike is
51.
54. Then he's
Yeah.
51. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
So you know.
Got all mine on Mike. All of mine.
Is there any
Every
particular
last
reason
dime.
why we got all our money on Mike? Because everybody seem to know what this is about.
Well, see, both of them old, right? It's not going to be what you think it is. It's not going to be this great fight because you're going to see a lot of missed punches, a lot of because their timing is gone, and the quick twitch muscles don't fire like they used to. But the problem that Roy has is if Tyson do hit him, his ass is going to a sleep.
One
He's
more
going.
time.
That's different
If
from
he hits him, he's going to asleep. That's a special place.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
way
when you
different.
sleep and you ain't know you was going.
That's why it's called us.
Hey man, I'm going to bed. Man, I'm finna go sleep. No, you finna go asleep.
Asleep. It's very
Cause
different.
right before you go to sleep, that's what you say.
You say, and then fall asleep. Pop. But also in other news, President Trump called the NBA players very dumb and very nasty for kneeling during the national anthem. Wow. God. It's the same two words, dumb and nasty. Is there any other word in this man's vocabulary?
No,
He
and
doesn't
no.
have a vocabulary.
Yeah.
This is a guy who says he went to the highest school in the nation, Wharton.
Yeah.
And but his niece has said, no, they got him in that school.
We know that.
He's not. He's
but
listen, man. They're kneeling. Period.
Yeah.
And you're not changing the narrative this time.
No.
Because those black guys that play in the NBA know if they wasn't that tall and they ain't had that uniform, they're in the target zone.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly, Steve.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's exactly
right.
why they're not playing with this.
Yep.
Thank you, Junior. Coming up at the top of the hour, tell me something good. Some good news for a change right after this.
Something good.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Tell me something good. You hear Steve singing in the background. It's time for Tell Me Something Good News. The good news for today is, we said it earlier, Black Girl Magic, baby. Yeah!
Yes.
Senator Kamala Harris has become the first black woman to be nominated for a national office by a major political party. That would be the Democrats.
big
The
right
Biden-Harris team will make their first appearance as Democrats today at a campaign event in Delaware. Yes.
Okay.
Congratulations. I mean, it's a victory, of course, for us as black women, but for all women. And, you know, this is a winning ticket. I see it as, and we just have to do our parts now and get out there and vote.
Yeah, it's all this. Look, let's make this one day of rah-rah, sis, boom, bah, and the rest of it, let's get to business.
Right,
Okay, we have a presidential candidate. It's Kamala Harris. We ain't got to keep wearing that she black. We got it. Because I'm telling you, there is a sector of people in this country that ain't happy about the very same fact that we're cheering for.
That's
Yeah.
It's a sector that's going, well, I'll be damned, this is ridiculous. And you got to be conscious of women who are not supportive of each other. That's why it takes an all-out massive effort of us all to get out to these polls.
Yeah.
Because there are
have to be
women, I'll be
unified.
damned if she gonna get in. I'm telling you, man, it's some thinking that's going on in this country that he has brought out to the forefront that they used to try to keep up under the rug. But he has made it A-OK. And I'm not falling for it. And we're not gonna go for this. He's so far behind in the polls. He was behind the polls in Hillary in all polls.
2016
was more shocked when he won than him.
Yeah.
I'll never forget
Everybody
that look on
was
his
shocked
face.
except Russia.
Except
Right.
Russia. You got it.
Putin said, everyone was surprised except us. Why would a foreign country who's supposed to be an adversary of ours be tipping champagne glasses over our election?
Yeah, why do you care who our president is?
They got involved with it
Exactly.
and guided it there.
And he has
Trump
not
is
punished them
Russians'
for
puppet.
that.
No.
That's right.
He's their puppet. He can't say nothing against them.
Wow. But I mean, still, Steve, I understand what you're saying, but Black Girl Magic is just, I don't know, it's just so
I ain't mad at it.
fantastic. It's just amazing.
I ain't mad.
Because
We
black
can bask
women,
in it, for right now, and then we got to get to work. That's true. That's true. This is a great victory. It is for everyone. I mean, it
That's
really
right.
is.
No,
Yeah.
it
and
is.
all that we do for the Democratic Party,
Yes,
black women go out and vote.
Yes.
Yes.
Young women get to see another positive image.
Yes. Thank you, Junior. Brown
It's
skin
called
girl.
balance.
Uh-oh.
It's called
Wait a
balance,
minute.
Junior. Yeah.
Can actually be VP.
Because we see a lot of the other stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
You actually can be a vice president. Yes, you can.
Yes,
That's
you
it.
can.
How many more days, Steve? I need you to
By
yell it
80-some days, all this going to be over with.
It's a lot of people hollering from their porch.
Dog, I'm telling you, if I hadn't made it in radio, that's the dude I would be. That ought to be my new character, the dude that stay across the street. And they be talking across the street on their porch.
Yes.
We'll call it porch talk.
Porch talk. Okay. A new character is born.
I love it. He said, by 83.
What did he say, He said,
Got it. It look like, what it look like, hope. By 80 more some days.
How many?
By 80 more some days.
And he out of there.
We're going to be out of here. Everybody finna do all this here.
What should we do? What should we do?
Vote for that black girl. She quit saying she black, though. Starting to make white folk mad.
All right.
Huh? I said about 80-some more days.
How many?
About 80-some more days. How many times I got to say it?
Coming up, more of today's trending
Cut
news.
that damn fan off while I'm trying to talk.
We'll be back in 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, in trending COVID-19 news, Russia is now claiming to have won the worldwide race, not easy for me to say, to create a COVID-19 vaccine. Despite international skepticism, Russia became the first country to register a coronavirus vaccine and declare it ready for use, even though it hasn't yet begun phase 3 trials, which could take months. Russian President Vladimir Putin insisted that the vaccine has gone through all of the necessary tests, and get this, he has already given the vaccine to one of his adult daughters.
Wow.
And he says she's feeling well and has a high number of antibodies now. Putin says that doctors, medical workers, teachers, and other high-risk groups will be the first to receive the vaccine and will likely begin widespread vaccination in September or October. Well, he said she's feeling well. Oh, that's the dude on the porch.
Heard the Russians got a pill for all this here.
What?
They're taking it now. A pill. Go over there, take a train and try to get one.
Has anybody tried it yet?
He gave it to his baby girl. You know how them white folk here.
He always talking about white folk.
All right. We'll have more of this ignorant
I'm gonna
show
wait
coming
about
up
a week before I take it, though.
at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, we all know the news. Yesterday, Joe Biden made it official. California Senator Kamala Harris will be his running mate. Applause right here. Insert applause. Yay.
That shocked me right there. That shocked me.
Really? What?
She was number one on his list.
Yeah,
she was number one on his list. Yeah. This marks
Why
the
did it
first
shock
time.
you, Tommy?
It's just still a shock. I just did not believe that a black woman would be. That's the part that shocked me. That it's a sister that's going in, and I'm like, wow.
It's about time, though. It's way overdue.
I believe it can happen because I was completely stunned at the nomination of Barack Obama.
Yes,
because in my lifetime, I didn't foresee that happening. And then it happened. So this is another very, very real possibility.
Yes, sir.
And you're right.
But it's so soon, though, Steve. It's like it's right behind that. You know, you like, can this happen that quickly?
You mean back to back, meaning Kamala and President Obama? Is that what you mean?
Can that happen that close?
You don't think we had enough with Donald Trump in between?
We're exhausted. We're exhausted.
I think we've had plenty. I'm just saying.
I think he's put enough space in here.
We're in the climate climate where, I think you said it best earlier, Steve, where you said people are at home during this COVID so they can see the racism that's going on in this country, and this is just a good thing. This is just a really good thing. We just have to continue it, do our part, get out and vote. That's. Anyway, this marks the first time a black woman is part of the presidential ticket for a major party. Her resume includes a stint as Attorney General of California, 4 years as a U.S. Senator. In an email to supporters on Tuesday, Biden said, "I need someone working alongside me who is smart, tough, and ready to lead." Kamala is that person. Kamala Harris said on Twitter that Biden can unify the American people because he spent his life fighting for us. She said Biden would build a country that lives up to our ideals. Biden and Harris are set to appear together for the first time as running mates today in Wilmington, Delaware. That's Biden's home state. Yeah, hometown. Yeah. All right. Way to kick it off, Biden. And they actually start the Democratic convention next week.
Okay. Is it going to be viral?
Virtual and all
virtual,
that?
you mean? Yeah.
Virtual.
I don't know, viral, virtual. It's going to be on the internet.
Coming up, it's our last break of the day.
It's last break of the day, man. It's some more day before his ass go.
And coming up, we'll have some closing remarks at 49 minutes after from the one and only Steve Harvey, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, our last break of the day. Woo!
All right.
Kamala Harris.
Good day. It's a good Wednesday.
Yes,
Women Crush Wednesday, right, Shirley?
Yes, she is our woman crush today. That is true.
Crushing on her.
Yes. Crushing on Kamala.
Kamala Harris. That's it.
Mm-hmm,
yes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And she looked better than both her opponents.
Congratulations. Yeah, there's still more work to be done. 83 days left until the election, November 3rd. We want to vote early, though, Steve.
Yeah, listen, everybody. We are pushing this. I had a really serious conference call with two of my frat brothers, D.L. Hughley and Ricky Smiley. And we got together because we happen to be all men of Omega Psi Phi. And as we were talking, we decided to unify, to set aside the fact that we were on competitive stations, sometimes in competitive markets, and sometimes in competitive radio ownership. Because there's something more important here. And we decided that since we were such a huge part of radio in mornings and in afternoon drive, the three of us got together, researched the best website, and decided to unify. Because it doesn't matter. We are all in this together. It is not time to be divisive on this subject of the presidency and voting. The brothers of Omega Psi Phi, we are not the only frat. I understand that. There's some great fraternities out there. Tommy's a member of KA Psi. Jay is a member of Phi Beta Sigma. Roland Martin is an alpha. Hill Harp is an alpha. There's some great brothers out there. There's some great sisters out there, Zetas, Deltas, Sigma Gamma Rhos, AKAs, the Iotas is out there. You know, it's some bad people out there. Listen to me. That ain't what this is about. This is about us, all of us, as a part of this country, positioning ourselves to make it better for those people who have to deal and level themselves and comprehend with all the policy that's going to come out of this White House. We have been on the receiving end of some bad policies to come out of that White House. Don't you think for a minute that these immigration laws, this banning of Muslim travel, the ending of the DACA program, don't you think calling all of these NBA players nasty, supporting all police no matter what, never trying to make the protesters feel better in the Black Lives Movement, don't you think that every negative thing he's ever said about any person of color who has stood up and protested for their rights that they shouldn't have to protest for? See, we're supposed to have these rights. You would be sick and tired of fighting for rights if they was yours in the first place that you were supposed to have. Why we got to fight for them? But we have a president, man, that don't raise his voice about your rights. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of this. I'm sick of his policies. I'm sick of his divisive rhetoric. I'm sick of him supporting everything that's against all people of color. He got the nerve to say, I've done more for black people than any president since Abe Lincoln. What'd you do? Are you talking about the prison reform bill? Well, thanks for signing it, but I ain't never been to prison. The majority of black people I know have never been to prison, never even visited one. The majority of men that I grew up with have never seen the doors of a prison. So appreciate the reform bill, but can I tell you something? All you did was correct a wrong. Half the people you freed shouldn't have been in there in the first place. But because we have such an inequality in our judicial system, we flood the gates of the prisons. And so you came along and passed a bill that righted a wrong. Thanks. Appreciate that. But you didn't do that for black people. You did that so you could get black people to think you done something for them so you could be president again. You ain't ever done nothing for black people. Who you rent your places to, your policy against renting from average citizens. Oh, you let rich people stay in your buildings. I've been in there. You ain't got no problem with that, but that was long before you was president. But see, sir, we are tired of the divisiveness, and we want to change. And in order to change, we have to vote. Me, Ricky Smiley, and D.L. Hughley have gotten together. We are calling on the entire Panhellenic Council, every Black Greek organization, 100 black men, all the social groups out there to come together. Everybody that's ever went to a HBCU, anybody that's ever been to a college of any kind, anybody that ever thought about going to college, we got to register everybody we know. Here is the registration place that we decided was best. It's called vote411.org. Vote, V-O-T-E, 411. 411 is information. Vote411.org. Go there. It'll tell you everything you need to know about voting. When you can early vote. When you can absentee ballot vote. What you have to do to be registered. When's the last day you can register? Me, D.L. Hughley, and Ricky Smiley are on the same page. Join us. We voting. He gots to go. Period. Man, I had enough of this here. Yeah. Vote 411.org. No, he gots to go, man. I don't know what else to say to y'all. This is crazy.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.